Welcome back, my duelist friends. Casual Duelist here. It's still Sunday. Sunday means we're still doing some speed duel content. Yes, we did finish up our 3x DAX. So earlier today, we did give you guys the Adrian Gecko fog warning. You guys already have Titan Amnail, Night Shroud, Supreme King Jaden, Camilla, Kagamaru, and Tanya. There are still a couple of skills that were left over in the box. We could talk about those if you guys want. Those will be for Thelonious Viper, Ubel, the last two Shadow Riders, Abidos III, and Don Zalug. But we're not going to talk about those today. We are here to talk about a different card, a trap card that actually we just got, and it was part of Tanya's deck. I want to talk about half counter, and I want to talk about, number one, how cool this is, and the fact that we don't have to talk about values, because guess what? You guys bought the box just like me. You got the card just like me. So we don't need to worry about any of its other print runs. As far as Speed Duel is concerned, this is it. A couple of cool things. First off, it definitely felt super Amazonas themed, because if we look here, I would definitely say that Swordswoman, Paladin, and maybe Fighter. I'm thinking it's Fighter. It could be somebody else. I'm not 100% sure here, but I'm just going based off the art. So number one, that's cool. Second, since we already do have Fighter and we already have Swordswoman, they're kind of already making it so we don't take damage. This is another way of trying to like strike back maybe. And it's a great way of using them to entice your opponent to attack in. Because again, and you know what, let me just grab the Tanya deck here real quick. You guys probably have seen the profile already, so it's no harm done. But when we're dealing with Fighter, let's go ahead and take a quick peek. I'm going to say that's not Fighter. When you're dealing with Fighter, you will take 0 battle damage from the battle involving this. So your opponent's not going to waste their biggest monster on it, because they're just going to want to beat it just about. At which point, half counters got you covered. So during the damage calculation, if a monster you control is being attacked, target the monster that you control, and it will gain attack equal to half the original attack of the attacking monster until the end of this turn. Why is it worded like that? Because we're not targeting the opponent's monster. We can go in on things like Obelisk, the Tormentor. So we can actually gain like 2,000 points if we really wanted to. But it is what it is. The point here, if I'm going to attack into a card that says that my opponent isn't going to take damage, I'm not going to try to do a bunch of over damage. So it's probably only going to be a few hundred points off. And if I'm gaining half the value for a few hundred points, that means it's over 1,000, which means I'm going to gain 500, which means I'm probably going to beat the opponent's monster card now. Because if I was to gain even half of my own, that's 750, that would put me at 2250. I've beaten most cards. So half counter kind of standing out from the crowd right away, because even in this deck, it was just fantastic. And again, if I'm facing Swordswoman, I don't want to take a crazy amount of the recoil from her effect. So I'm going to send a monster that's just barely going to beat her. So like Breaker, who's already used his breaking effect, I'm going to send that. I'm going to break the field spell to bring this down to the 15 from 17, and I'm going to attack. And then when the half counter goes off, they're going to gain 8. So what I thought was going to be me taking 100 is going to be me actually losing by 700. Now I'm taking 700. And it's a great way to sneak that attack in there with a trap card. And it transcends more than just the Amazonas, but it is part of their deck. And then again, you have other cards like your Sage, which is going to be at 14. And it's probably going to be able to survive stuff too. But generically, this card isn't Amazonas support. It's just thematically kind of theirs, because they happen to be the card art. So this card is just usable anywhere. And it just sort of makes a statement, really. So this is my tech of the week, my spotlight. It's cheap, it's effective, it's common. We all have copies of it from buying this box. So again, if you're a playset duelist like me, you only collect till you have 3 copies of stuff. then you have an obnoxious pile somewhere with your extra speed duel cards, with your Allures of Darkness, and all your other cards, like your Cosmic Cyclones and stuff. So having your 3 copies of this box means that you have your playset, which means you're good to go. There's no need to talk about the value. Now, the value is probably going to be between 5 and 30 cents a copy. So you could definitely cop extra playsets for less than $1 each. Yeah, heck, you might even be able to get like 3 or 4 playsets for under that $1. I'm not sure how that's going to fall. I know a lot of people are going to be buying the set just for additional secret rare boosters. So it is what it is. It's kind of cool. I hope that you guys kind of work this one into your play. I'm going to see this one when I think my opponent's not going to be swarming me. It may be replacing Wall of Disruption for me. So it's just a good card, great card. I think we all need to give it some play time and see how this one's going to work out for us. And again, if you haven't seen my Amazonist deck, the 3-time structure build, still on the channel, guys. It's not going to go anywhere. Go check it out. Go enjoy it. In fact, all 8 of them are all up. Go enjoy them all if you haven't seen any of them yet. Makes a great binge watch. And let me know how you liked them. Either way, enjoy the rest of your weekend, my friends. And if you enjoyed this, consider the like, the comment, the subscribe. But definitely, definitely, definitely go about having a wonderful rest of your weekend. Hopefully, I'll get to see you guys again next time. I'm thinking Naruto tomorrow. I think we've done Magic enough weeks in a row. I think it's time to get a Naruto deck in and see what's up. All right. You guys have a great one. See you later.